I want to show you something.
Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. I'm Lamar Haven. Welcome back to Transistor. So, we gotta head out.
Okay, there's a... Wait. Back.
An unfortunate series of events! Looks like we're not free just yet. Retaliation mode. Anyway, you might notice that this is a fight that I'm sort of redoing. There's a reason for that. Failed recording, and this game autosaves. So, I also realized something else while I was re-recording, and it's that crash causes a stun, and when it does stun something, they get dealt extra damage, hence the plus combo. So Breach is going to deal 225 damage because it's a backstab and Breach combo. Probably could have angled that to hit one of the other enemies too. Let's go here. Give everybody a nice fun time. And get rid of this creep. Just like that.
That was quick. Get away from it.
I'm trying. Thankfully, Jaunt is one of those things you can use even while everything's on cooldown, waiting for the next turn to start. That last one doesn't need to be there.
Here he comes.
He's a little stronger than I remember him being. And that's gonna overkill, but I'm fine with that. Because there's no kill like overkill. Can't do anything. Ring around the rosy.
They're gone, but so is this whole block.
Might also notice I have a little bit more experience. That's because I went back and there was an encounter I missed in the previous video. Whoopsie!
Yeah, good call. That's our way out. Okay, E64 on-ramp. 5 blocks down. Take the second right. Do not turn left. And thanks for the lift. Hi. You turn left. Thought we were gonna skip town. We're going back there. Met these things. They do not have a sense of humor. They will track you down, wipe you out, and take whatever's left of me back to those 2-bit Camerata pieces of trash. Look, whatever you're thinking, do me a favor. Don't let me go.
And that, folks, is the closest thing to a hint as to the story we're going to get this early in the game. Something about the Camerata, and they did something to us. Both of us. And whatever those processes are, they're planning on killing us. And taking him.
Poor bike. Just 10 more blocks to the set. They beat us here.
Well then. Upgraded to level 2. They have 3 times cutting beams now, so you very much don't want to be in front of them. Oopsies, that was not what I meant to do. I meant to do this. Also, because we're level 3, turn automatically activates when our life is critical. So yay us. That's not gonna work. Not at all. Look at that bounce. There's 2 creeps, though. Bouncy, bouncy?
Good
No
stuff.
bouncy. Once again, get behind. Do that a few times, and it'll clear itself up. Unfortunately, it didn't bounce to the other guy like I thought it might, but that's because he ended up moving. You do have to be somewhat predictive in your fighting.
They were waiting. Thought we made good time, too.
These things seem omnipresent, so I don't think we made a very good time. Junction Jan, satisfaction's guaranteed, 38.
Not a soul. Hardly recognize this place without the foot traffic. Terminal still up.
Food ready to eat, 4.
Must be starving.
Hungry, grab a bite. Satisfy your craving with a complimentary Junction Jan's gourmet flatbread.
Sea monster's really the only choice here. Yes. Just have to get back to your place before it gets cold.
Thanks for your order. Your meal will be delivered to your address in 8 minutes. Have a good one, JJ.
They're hungry.
Little problem with these guys, in case you didn't notice, they explode around them. It hurts a lot, so do something about that. Let's go ahead and teleport over to here so I can finish you as well.
Where to?
You're going to be a pain, aren't you? Oopsies. Want you to crash in his direction. There, see? I knew we could work something out.
Left ourselves open. For seafood flatbread.
Hey, it's really good seafood flatbread.
Fertile ground.
Whee! They have a dedicated button for frolicking.
Never seen gold walk cleared out.
Alright, so we now get to inspect functions.
You got on the Camerata shortlist. More than just a name to them now.
Function derived from contact with subject. Trace data encrypted in function. Red. Background. Ranked in the top percentile of Cloudbank's contemporary performing artists for 5 years. Red demonstrated early interest in music despite studying at Treverson Hall. Treverson groomed many of the city's most ambitious civic planners, though Red spent the majority of her time developing the Academy's nascent art program, and was the first on record to select 2 non-traditional disciplines. Records indicate she was reluctant to explain, citing personal reasons. She remained reticent even after gaining the spotlight, and when asked about her past and influences, would often say her work spoke for itself. She did admit, however, that she never wrote her music with intent to stir controversy. Install and use function in an upgrade slot to learn more. So, the decryption process extends for every single one of our little abilities the more we upgrade them. Details, get you better details on the stats and how it works, and it upgrades tells you exactly how it affects every single one if you combine a different ability with it. Crash will fan out multiple projectiles that will cause more damage at close range if you use Spark. Bounce causes it chain. Jaunt will cause it to fire instantly and become usable during turn recovery. And Crash will fire farther and with more velocity. So yeah, we can see more functions. So why don't we check out Breach?
You've reached the hopefully not permanent address of Mr. Nobody.
Subject not found. Background errors. Subject to background data corrupted during integration. Reason unknown. If you look on the left, age, gender, selections declined. Reason cited, still figuring things out. Trace status, non-recoverable.
Lillian Platt used to run the OVC. Said she left for personal reasons.
Lillian Platt. Background. One of the preeminent scientific minds in Cloudbank, Miss Lillian Platt was the youngest ever individual to be elected as chairwoman of the OVC board. Under her leadership, the number of OVC terminals in Cloudbank more than doubled, and the quality of the broadcast strengthened more than fourfold. However, she then became the youngest ever individual to leave the post, as she tendered a resignation in less than 2 years to pursue her extracurricular activities. In private conversations, several of her former colleagues indicated that Miss Platt left following the sudden disappearance of a close personal friend, Mr. Maximilius Darcy, who, according to official OVC transcripts, decided one day to move to the country. Notice that it's a capital C in that.
Preston Moyle. Guess he went out joyriding one night and never came back.
Background. Cloudbank's racing circuit never knew the likes of Preston Moyle, who shattered speed records with aplomb for 4 years straight. Credited with popularizing the sport of 1200cc racing, Mr. Moyle gained celebrity not merely as his exceptional riding ability, but also because he built his motorbikes with his own hands. Ever the thrill seeker, Mr. Moyle became known for seeking out Cloudbank's remotest strips of road. Then one day Mr. Moyle was altogether gone, having left all of his personal effects behind, save for his fastest bike.
It's Nyla. Everybody said she split after Goldwalk Channel opened up.
Nyla Chain. One would have difficulties in finding a more active or outspoken member of the community of Cloudbank's Goldwalk district as Miss Nyla Chain. She allotted more than 66% of her available time on activities such as passing ordinances to improve underdeveloped regions, reaching out to and educating habitual non-voters, or advocating for groups lacking adequate representation. Her motives were rarely questioned, as her love for the district was in fact sincere, stemming from positive early experiences that grew to become fierce nostalgia. Miss Chain did have her detractors, however, and this became very clear at the opening she arranged for the Goldwalk Channel. So each of these people, each of these abilities we have, is a person with a full life that we only get to see glimpses of while we slowly upgrade and learn more about them.
Trouble. Hop it up.
Well then, if it's trouble you want, looks like you all found some. Let's see, can I hit him from here? I can if I get just the right angle, but he's gonna be gone by the time it hits. So let's just go ahead and see what this does.
Dream's getting fixed.
The weeds are more than a little bit of a pain, in case you couldn't tell. That's going to make it bounce, though. See, unfortunately, when you have it chain like I do prefer it to chain. Fortunately, it makes it so it's kind of useless as a piercing ability. No, cancel that one. I want to go this way. Thank you. Quit it. You're both creepy. Well, I suppose that's a little on point. Actually, no, cancel that. This.
Now.
And while they're crashed, my turn can recharge. And yes, as in case you didn't notice, the weeds do heal them. So let's get rid of that weed, shall we? Then we'll come around to you and hit you with everything we've got. You. Not with the face, actually. You don't have a face. I'm gonna kill you anyway. Zappy zappy.
Just passing through.
Something to consider also when using abilities is how far they hit the enemies away when they die.
What do you see?
Alright, we have load, explosive area of effect, form a volatile packet, strike packet to produce a large blast, increases the area of effect of most functions, or switch, hypnotic and double crossing, alter a target's allegiance, causing it to serve the user. Integrate allegiance-altering subroutine into most functions. So rather than use it only as its own ability, you get to use it with other abilities. I like switch quite a bit. So why don't we head over here to the access point and add it to one of our abilities. We could also inspect it.
Nobody changed the sky like Yondale. Why her?
Farrah Yondale. Don't know anything yet, but we have to put it into something before we get the we can find more out. So if we add it to this, it'll add a charm effect to that. Or notice how it's the same duration for everything. You can even use it with Jaunt. The charm duration is much shorter. So imagine AoEing and everybody gets charmed when you do it. Yeah. Now let's go back to this and see. Can't read a profile yet.
Back to normal.
Alright, let's head back down here because this is Goldwalk Channel. I don't remember which way we're supposed to go because I want to go the other way.
Want to check the channel back there?
Alright, well, if that's what the transistor says.
No queue to get in. That's a first. This can't be the channel.
This looks threatening. Highly. Packets. A trove of popular artifacts for Goldwalk residents is the description of this area, apparently.
Guess what's inside?
Well, hello there, friend. And I use the term friend loosely, of course. Let's see if we can't get rid of these weeds ASAP. Alright, well, that's coming towards us. Hopefully it'll do that. And I think that should do for now. That completely missed. Which is par for the course, really. Yes, I know they're fixing the big guy. Friend, it happens. I can survive. Alright, let's see if I can charm him for now. Head over here. And crash that. And while charmed, if there's no enemy around, they just kind of stand in place. Very useful skill. I'm going to be trying to use it as much as I can throughout this playthrough, that's for sure.
Do your worst, pal.
It occurs to me that for some reason I said he was protected. He is taking less damage. That is very strange. I don't know exactly what's causing that. You can stop now. That really hurts. I hate how fast they get when they're low on health. You really have to burst down their health as fast as possible, these guys. And the rest of you can be taken care of pretty easily. Oh, and while charmed, you can't hurt them. So there is that to be concerned with.
All quiet.
So I can control the crowd, but I can't do much else. Another access point and an OVC terminal. Average daily update 17.6. Goldwalk still
They're
offline.
saying everyone up and left. Nothing to see here.
More questions than answers following the evacuation of the popular Cloud Bank district.
Admin's just towing the line.
Northwest quadrant of Cloud Bank remains offline pending investigation. OPI authorities are downplaying any connections between the investigation and recent disappearances. Chief Inspector Walter Neese praised the work of the 18th Precinct charged with the task. This is the most thorough investigation ever conducted on my watch, said Mr. Neese. Presently, there is no estimate for when Goldwalk citizens will be able to return home.
Yeah, I'll say.
Don't count on Goldwalk opening up anytime soon. From R. Oops, that was the wrong button. I just wanted to go ahead and save up, double check in case I wanted to change anything. Nah, I think I'm good. So why don't we take a look around and see where we're supposed to go next. Function files updated 1. Well, I have to look at that. There we go. Switch has been updated. She was Cloudbank's first ever sky painter, someone who took the everyday occasion of the ever-changing sky and made an art of it. She worked for the pleasure of thousands, who remembered that they once took the sky for granted. Miss Yondale had gained a significant following as she transformed the skies around the city, and as her skill and popularity grew side by side, she started making requests. One such request came from her heart. She was drawn to the district of Goldwalk, where her suitor lived, and there she would change the horizon of shimmering sapphire for the solstice, and for their and everyone's sake. This was when her art became a liability. So one of the terminals that I missed in the last video actually mentioned that this You can vote as a citizen on what the weather will be tomorrow. However, you have limited options.
Out of the channel in record time.
Well, the record must be very slow.
8 blocks off. Almost there.
Alright, pass through. Time's accessed. A very large number.
Get ready to get jumped. Or not. Let's not stick around.
They all disappeared. Goldwalk Bay. Potable? False.
Wish we could just sit and watch the world go by. Got some kind of cheerleader.
Cheerleader, huh? Interesting. Something appears to be wrong. We couldn't jump in that direction. Oh, that's because, if you might notice, in this... when we're in turn, the world looks different. And if it's not an area with those little dots, you can't actually stand on it. I made the mistake of not realizing that. We can still teleport this way. And we can make this process crash. Combo it. Actually, that's not what we want to do at all. We want to hit it from behind. And it doesn't work. Okay, so apparently this enemy doesn't have a backstabbable feature.
Now to mop up.
Like the man says, time to mop up. Actually, we're in its line of fire, so let's not be in its line of fire. Stun and breach. Alright, back to this direction. Let's see if we can hit them both. We can! Glorious. Alright, make this happen. That didn't work nearly as well as planned. Alright, that should do much better.
I guess we're done here.
One of the problems with bounce is, as you can see, those processes that explode when you hit them, yeah, you can set them off without meaning to. So that is definitely a reason why you might not want to use bounce. Amphitheater Parkway. Popular music venues? 1.
Hope you're wearing comfortable shoes.
I wouldn't call heels comfortable. At least to my knowledge. Can't say I've ever tried to wear them to find out, but that would be an interesting experience. More posters of red.
Deserted. They know we're here.
Disposition, patient.
Hi. Where'd everybody go? Well, we're gonna get you out of here. He says the process wiped him out. He's too far gone. This lady again.
Why, hello there, my dear. 2 times the firepower. Young lady 2.0. She's just stronger. Good for you, ma'am. I'll be over here. Killing your dudes.
She brought help.
Yep, cheerleaders. And weeds. Right. I keep forgetting it's not going to... It's not going to pierce, Haven. Learn your lesson. No, the bounce took care of it. Alright, young lady. Go to your room. Let's see if that'll hit both of them. Then if that'll hit both of them, then that should be good. Yes, that's right. Kill the weeds! Alright. I'll take care of most of this in the area. Actually, that'll be pointless. She'll be teleported long before that hits.
Anyone else?
I've even got the young lady working for me. Well, that hurt. Not as much as this is about to, though. Interesting. Never mind. Alright, it did hit her. I was a little confused as it didn't show up the right way when you usually hit somebody. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Cancel, cancel. I'm just gonna walk behind you and hit you a few times. I hope you don't mind.
Still kicking, huh?
I guess she does mind, because she only let me hit her once. Get rid of the weed. And the young lady is almost through. That was a mistake. Jaunt, you have failed me. Uh-oh, looks like the process is upgraded. It now has 3 times the attack speed, which isn't terribly impressive because its original attack speed was like 1 every minute. So, not terribly worried.
Think I know where everyone went.
The process is here more and more, causing more and more damage. Why don't we check our access point and see what we've got? Press X to install functions. We can now remove and install. No, I don't think we got this new feature. It just... Oh, I see what this is. Before we could only add bounce and switch to other abilities. Now we can actually take them out and completely replace them inside our abilities. So actually, what I'm going to do is uninstall you, install you onto there. I'm going to add charm duration to that. And you, if I add it to... Can't add it to that. It'll make it spark, I think, when I land. Yep. Boom! Now, as we dash, we leave behind little bombs that explode. And when that bounces...
Looks promising. Maybe not for your knees.
And when that bounces, it charms anybody it hits. So that's what we're gonna go with for now. But I think it's time to end this. Join me next time when we find out more about this mystery and what it means for Red and the Transistor and the mysterious man inside. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.